Good morning and welcome to CHS News. I'm Gray Thomas.
And I'm Maddie Donovan. We're your hosts today and we'll be giving you up-to-date insight on local news stories.
That's right, Maddie. First on CHS News, will we be in school until the end of June? That's the question many underclassmen are asking as we had our first snow day on December 3rd. The Farmer's Almanac is forecasting a cold and wintry mix of weather this season, which could lead to several more canceled school days. Our very own Serene Omran took to the halls to see how students feel about the possibility of more snow days.
Hi, I'm Serene, and today I'll be asking students whether or not they want more snow days.
I would love some more snow days because I'm a senior and I get out regardless of them.
No, I wouldn't like more snow days because we have to be here farther into June, and I just don't want to do that.
Yes, because one, I get to sleep in, and also it gives me time to catch up on work that I'm behind on.
I would say no, because right now we already had one, and it's only December, so that might get worse and worse, and then we're going to be in later for summer.
Oh, I would love more snow days. I think it's such a great way to spend the day. Kids have the chance to go sledding. They can do some cross-country skiing. They can definitely focus on their academics, and it lengthens the school year. I think it would be wonderful to go into the middle of July. Thank you.
I would like more snow days, although I have to make it up in the summer. I think snow days are pretty fun and worth making up in summer. So.
Well, I really love snow days. As a senior, I don't have to make them up.
No, because it's gonna push into the summer, and I want to enjoy my summer.
To be honest, I don't really care because they have their pros and cons. They're good to get more work done, but then you have to stay here in the summer. So.
No.
Yes.
No, no.
Yes, I think
we don't think that we should have more snow days because we just don't like
the school.
We just don't like the snow.
I would either like 0 more days or 5 more days because currently we end on a Friday. So.
Would you like more snow days? Yes or no?
Yes, of course. So, traveling here, I'm all the way across town, so traveling here is actually very hard, especially when it's snowing outside. It's very, very tough for me, for my family to get to school. It's hard.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wow, Maddie. It seems you have some mixed feelings between the students and the faculty.
Yes, Gray, we do. As a senior, I'm looking forward to many more snow days this year. I'm sure you are too.
Well, of course. We don't even have to make them up.
I do feel bad for that one British student who has to walk to school. I don't know, but he looks really familiar. Moving on, we now have the superintendent of Cohasset Public Schools, Dr. Sullivan, joining us live via video call to talk more about school weather cancellations and the process he takes to decide whether or not to close or delay a school day. Hello, Dr. Sullivan, and thanks for joining us today.
I'm really glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
The word around town is that it's going to be a cold winter season. We've already had one snow day, and it's only December. Could you take us through your decision process regarding closing or delaying school due to weather?
I sure will, yeah. Other than using a flip of a coin, no, I'm just kidding. It is a process where I would be contacting, and I have since the last cancellation, safety officials. So usually, if I know ahead of time, I'm constantly tracking the weather. I'm amongst a group of superintendents who gets updates on the weather. We also talk as superintendents in a group back and forth regarding kind of where we're standing. Sometimes you can make a call the day before. That's obviously ideal if you have to cancel, but usually not. Usually you have to cancel or make a decision anyway the morning of. I try to do that by 5:45 to give people notice. I've obviously tried to cancel earlier when I had to. I'm usually on the phone talking to the police, talking to our DPW, talking to the fire chief at times, depending on the situation, and sort of getting a status on what it's like out there, what the roads are like, what the power is like in our schools, what the expected snowfall is, the ice, any condition that may be obstructive to kids safely getting to school. I have to think about kids that are driving to school. I have to think about little kids who are getting to the bus stops. And of course, I have to think about our teachers coming from far distances. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But with all that in mind, it does sometimes just come down to me making that decision based on what I have in front of me, knowing that I'm always going to err on the side of caution, but yet no one wants to go to school deep into June either. So I'm trying to make safe decisions that are best for the community.
Are you in contact with superintendents from surrounding towns during this process?
Yes, I'm very much in contact with superintendents. It's I think when I was a kid, I used to imagine the superintendents all sitting around a giant table, kind of making decisions, yay or nay, and it's not really like that, but it's not too far off. We do all talk. We try to pool resources. If one person might be hearing something from his DPW or emergency management team, and I'm hearing something different, we kind of talk that through. We do try to stick together if it's a decision that we're all gonna sort of on the fence to make, but eventually it does come down to our individual communities and sometimes the individual superintendent to sort of make the call. So it's a big responsibility, but I think we all kind of knew that when we were getting into the job.
Lastly, with the advancement of Google Classroom, is it possible someday classes will meet online during a snow day?
So I would say absolutely possible. Over the last couple of years, Massachusetts tried a system they were calling blizzard bag or snow bag, some called it. The idea was that schools could think of alternative educational opportunities that would simulate as best they could a classroom learning experience, and that would be put in place of a missed snow day. So schools trialed that for 2 years. We didn't get to that point. I was actually on a team that were looking at possibilities. Unfortunately, and I will say unfortunately, the state has pulled the plug on that, and this year there are no more blizzard bag opportunities for school districts. The reasons that were cited had to do with accessibility to the internet, equal opportunity to do that type of work for all students. And then the committee that was looking at the blizzard bags thought that some of them weren't rigorous enough, and they felt it really wasn't tying into the standards and didn't really stand for a school day. I think it's a little short-sighted personally. I think we want to be innovative. We try to get our students to be innovative. As administrators, we should be innovative and look for alternative ways to help kids make up school so that we're not going deep into June. And I think there can be some really interesting learning opportunities that could actually expand the classroom to the community if we did it right. So I hope so. I think Google Classroom would be a great tool, but just that along that line of thinking of creative alternatives, so that we can supplement a school day or substitute for a missed school day would be great. I'd be a huge fan of it and willing to do anything to try to push that forward in the state. Thank
you very much, Dr. Sullivan. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season.
You too, and let it snow or don't, depending on where you stand. Have a good day.
Wow, that would be pretty cool if we didn't have to make up those snow days in June.
That's right, Gray. We have some very exciting sports events over school break. For more on that and an update to CHS athletic schedule is field reporter Travis Keene.
Hi, I'm Travis McKean. I'm here with Cohasset Athletic Director, Mr. Rotundi. Thank you for being with us today. He's here to talk about the athletic schedule over winter break.
Thanks, Travis. This winter break, we have a lot of exciting athletic events that will be going on, so we hope when you take a break from friends and family that you can come out and support your skippers. Going over games before the holiday, we have this Friday when we get out, girls basketball will be hosting Carver right here in the Cohasset gym. On Saturday, boys hockey will be taking on rival Middleborough. And then on Monday, the 23rd, right before Christmas, we're going to have girls basketball at home against Abington. Again, big South Shore League, a lot of rival games, so we want your support. Looking at the schedule after the holiday, we start on the 27th and 28th of December. We'll have girls basketball go into the Sandwich Holiday Classic to play in a 2-day tournament. Wrestling will be in a 2-day tournament at Marshfield. It's a huge event. There's a lot of schools there. It's a big tournament for them. And also on the 28th, boys hockey will be taking on Scituate in the annual Breen Cup. That's a big rivalry game. We're looking to bring the Breen Cup to Cohasset this year after losing a game last year. So with that wraps up our winter break. When we get back on Thursday, let's target Saturday, January 4th. It's our annual Cohasset Wrestling Tournament. It's been a tournament that's been taking place for over 30 years, and Cohasset, fresh off their win of the Scituate tournament, is looking to bring a championship home to the Cohasset tournament. So thank you. Everyone have a great break, and Travis, thanks for having me.
Thanks again, Mr. Rotundi, for joining us. Now back to you, Gray and Maddie in the studio.
Thanks, Travis. Gray, you have an update for us on other school events?
The Cohasset Theater Department is gearing up for the production of the play Little Woman. There will be 2 plays in February in the Cohasset Middle High School auditorium. The theater group at Cohasset has put on some amazing plays over the years, and we expect to have another great production this year. With more information on the event is field reporter Joyce Lee. Joyce?
Hello, I'm Joyce Lee, and I'm with Miss Ryan, our director of Little Woman.
That's me.
Yeah, so today I'm going to be asking her a couple of questions. Sure. So, how do you feel about being director of this play?
Oh, I love it. I'm so excited to be back. The last time I was here, I directed a show called Perfumery. It was a couple of years back, and I am so excited to be back. I did a little bit of help with the play last year called Tracks, and so I'm home. So I'm happy to be back here creating a set and working with the incredible actors in the Cohasset Theater Company.
Hello, so we're with Emma Humphrey, who plays Marmee in Little Woman. So, what does this character mean to you?
Oh my gosh, she really is just a wonderful character to play because she's the mother of all 4 daughters, and it's really cool because she's raising her 4 daughters on her own while her husband is off at war. And during that time, the husband normally took control of the house, but since her husband is gone, she is basically the controller of everything. And so I think, I sort of, as I stepped into her shoes a little bit, I sort of understand. I was like, wow, like this is a lot to do, and she has a lot to handle every day. So I think it's kind of fun and interesting to play her.
Hello, I'm with Natasha Arnold, who plays Beth in Little Woman. So, did you know about Little Woman before this play?
Yes, I did. I knew about the new movie because I just like a lot of the actors in it, and so I saw a lot of the trailers, and I was just really excited. But I also knew about the book and everything because it's such a big book and everyone knows about it, and I knew the general story of it. And I even, before I found out that it was the play, I actually started reading the book to prepare for me watching the movie because I wanted to compare them. And so I was really excited when I heard that it was Little Women because I had already done some research and stuff. So,
all right, cool. Please mark your calendars for February 27th or 28th or both. That's when we're going to be showing Little Women here at Cohasset High School.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joyce. Again, the CHS production of Little Woman will be held in the auditorium on February 28th and 29th.
Also, coming up after this holiday break is our semi-formal dance. And that's a wrap for today's show. Join us next time as we keep you up to date on Cohasset High School events and other local news stories. I'm Maddie Donovan.
And I'm Gray Thomas. See you next time. Stay classy, Cohasset.